Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Facebook. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhu. Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev Jaya, Jaya Gurudev. Gurudev, Gurudev, Jaya, Jaya, Gurudev, Gaur Pramanande, Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone. The wonderful devotees on the Zoom. They look all happy. And the Facebook. Oh, thank you. So we are going to begin today with the discussion of how we can prepare ourselves to welcome the Lord on Janmashtami day or in our life any day. The day Krishna appears in front of us is the Janmashtami day. Can be any day. So when Krishna Balarama went to Mathura, how did they welcomed and reciprocated? So we can learn what we can do, prepare ourselves every day. So with this explanation, I'm going to discuss first that something we should make a key point. One key point is that love is the innermost. Love is the innermost longing. Did you ever felt, yesterday we discussed that you may feel unloved, but you are never unlovable. Everybody remembers that? Today's discussion, how this unlovable actually becomes lovable by the mercy of Krishna. So on these notes, I'm going to start invoking the mercy of Prabhupada and Krishna. Please join together. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Pada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavangscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanitam Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakha Nitangsha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Simate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Tinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschata Deshatarine Pancha Kalpa Taruvesya Kripa Sindhubhaya Vacha Patitanam Pavunebho Vaishnavebho Namo Namo Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Binda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu express, wherever the feeling of love is higher, people would live there, isn't? You live in your family, with your family in your house. Why? Because you feel some care, affection from whoever lives with you. Nobody want to live with enemy or uncomfortable or feeling hurt. Who can love Krishna more than the Brajavasis? None. But yet, apparently Krishna left Brajadham and went to live outside Brajadham. But yet we say the Brajavasis has the most love. So how is possible? If my family loves me the most, I'll come and stay there. I will not go and live with somebody who doesn't love me much, not as much as my immediate family. Similarly, how to understand this? This is very important. So today's topic is Krishna Balaram came to Mathura, but what happened? So in that discussion, there is a famous verse in Bhagavatam I found this morning. It's a 10.41.47. Those who are interested, you can read. Nahi bam vishama drishi surido jagata atmaha samayo sarva bhuteshu bhajantam bhajatorapi. Who is our beloved and who am I, the lover? That has to be checked. I mentioned that when we practice devotional service, we join in Krishna consciousness movement in the temple. And we start chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. But after some time, maybe 1 year, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, maybe I should get married, maybe I need to make some money, enjoy life, and slackening the Krishna conscious procedure. So I asked a devotee, what do you feel? Tell me the truth. You kind of like almost not participating. He said, I don't feel like to do something which is superficial. I said, that's true. I would not do superficial too. But misunderstanding is that through this Krishna consciousness sadhana practice, you have to go deep down to the soul level. You have to go deeper, deeper, deeper to the soul level, where your relationship is eternally there. Constitutional level, and I am in the material conditional level. Constitutional level and conditional level. The link, the bridge that connects the condition to constitution is called cognitional. The subtle body through this process has to be purified. So when you go deeper to constitutional level, then you will feel a genuine love as a innermost hankering, longing. It deep down in our heart will feel we have a longing for Krishna. When you come to that point, you will say, those who are not practicing Krishna consciousness, they are living superficial life, not us. This is very important. Love is our innermost longing. This is very important. I'm going to just give you a 5 key point, and then we're going to narrate the story how Krishna wonderfully exhibited. That recently in Nectar of Devotion discussion, we found that Prabhupada writes that our longing for love is the best fulfilled when we learn to love Krishna. I'm going to repeat that again. We must remember this. You remember in the preface Prabhupada writes that our longing for love is best fulfilled when we learn to love Krishna. How to understand this? So these are the 5 points one must remember. First point is, loving Krishna enables our love to be free from all limitedness. So all the limitation will be free completely from all limitation. When loving Krishna enable means it will empower, it will act, it will infuse, it will diffuse our heart with that saturation. So loving Krishna, number 1 point, loving Krishna will enable our love to be free from all limitations. That's 1. 2, Krishna is eternally, eminently lovable. You will find it in the pastimes. 3, Krishna's love all of us impartially. How he loves? Impartially. 4th is Krishna's love for us is unconditional. And number 5, Krishna engages his inconceivable omnipotency to help us when we choose to love him. So that key point, cause and effect. Okay. To address this, as I promised that every day we're going to go to the question. So we have answered so far, how many questions? 5, I think. First question was, just to refresh, if you remember, how can we understand that Krishna has always been, has no origin? We see that everything is in existence has a cause. How does Krishna not have any cause? We discussed that by citing the Ishvara Parama Krishna, Satchidananda Vigraha Nadiradi Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam, and we explained that causation philosophy actually shows that causelessness also has a cause. Causelessness, God is Krishna. And you search from that angle, and we discuss about it. So today we're going to discuss the number 5th question. Number 5th question is, number 4 was, does Krishna marry Radha? No, it was very nice. Number 5th question, did we talk about it? Number 5th question was, how does Krishna apparently interact with Maya in his Prakat Leela? Yes, we did, killing demons. So we are going to go to 6. Very nice. Very progressing. Number 6 is Radha, Rani, stronger than Krishna? How can this be? So this was asked by a Mataji, Mother Kishori. Her age is, I think, 5, right? How old is she? 5. This is Abhay Prabhu's daughter. She asked that question. Can you imagine? Radha stronger than Krishna. How can this be so? It's very nice. So here is the answer. I hope she is listening. Radharani is not stronger in material sense, but actually Krishna's loves to be controlled by Radharani. That is true. In Gopastami pastime, we see this. Radharani defeat Krishna in wrestling match because love is so powerful that makes, how powerful is love? It's so powerful that supreme absolute truth forgets he is God. You follow? So for the sake of our dualistic mind, we can say that Krishna is stronger ontologically or from a philosophical point of view. But Radha is stronger in love. You follow? Everybody will understand that. Of course, she is a part of Krishna. What does that mean? So he contains her power of love within himself. Otherwise, if you separate them, it is a misunderstanding. Radha Krishna Vaiche Sada Eki Swarup Lila Rasa Sadite Dhare Duhirup. Radha Krishnas are eternally one. It took a two form. One God took two forms to experience the incessant, irresistible love, attraction for each other, non-stop, eternally, and is growing. What do you mean growing? It has a limit? No. Bottomless, shoreless ocean. That's how Rupa Goswami says. Bottomless, shoreless ocean. This is their love. So we'll address just this because of the time. We have to go, and tomorrow we'll answer the 7. So today, subject matter is that how did Krishna and Balaram left Vrindavan, and tomorrow is the Brajadham Lila. We'll cover that. So here we'll start from where Akrura took Krishna Balaram from Vrindavan. When Akrura came to the bathing place, today if you go Vrindavan, it's called Akrura Ghat. So there in Akrura Ghat, Krishna and Akrura, Krishna Balaram and Akrura, when they crossed, I really want everybody to remember this. Akrura had an opportunity to see Krishna Balaram, another Krishna Balaram. He saw 3 visions. One was Anantashesha Mahavishnu, and one vision was he saw another Krishna Balaram in the water. The Krishna Balaram that he saw outside the Vrindavan border of Jamuna is that Mathuresh Krishna, Mulasankar son, Balaram. It is not Vrindavan Krishna and Balaram. Everybody must remember this. So Krishna Balaram, when they were still sitting on the chariot. So then Akrura, when he came out after chanting Gayatri, then Krishna Balaram asked. Krishna asked, have you seen something? Akrura understood because he's a great devotee. He said, Prabhu, once somebody sees you, everything that to be seen, everything that is attractive, everything that is lovable, most loved, is all within one container, that is you. What more I need to see? Seeing you. So we can learn that also by seeing Krishna. If we're still attracted to something else, more than attracted to Krishna, means that we are not seeing actually Krishna. Some ointment is required on the eye. Premanjana Charita. So after that, Krishna Balaram, then Mathuresh Krishna and Balaram left with Akrura. And then when Akrura came, I'm going to speed up the pastimes, that he came to a point where Akrura to Krishna Balaram, and he expressed that he wants to take them to home and make his home fortunate. And he cried and revealed, but then Krishna told him, no, you have to report Kamsa that you brought me here. So this way, Akrura was given bid farewell with the promise that after killing Kamsa, Krishna will come and visit Akrura. He will come, but after. So now, Vrindavan Leela, we have to understand Jiva Goswami Pad gives 5 gradation on understanding these pastimes. He said first one is Pratyaksha. Pratyaksha means whatever we can understand. Like when I say in Vrindavan there is a beautiful flower tree. What are you doing? You're taking a flower tree of your Miami place or Alachua place, a flower tree, and you projecting in Golok Vrindavan. Isn't what you're doing? If you really think, when I say there is a beautiful flower in Golok Vrindavan, what exactly you are doing when you hear this? You're taking the flower tree of Alachua and putting it into Golok Vrindavan idea. Okay, there is a flower tree like this. You're not saying it, but that's what we are doing. Our mind is projecting that way. So this is called Pratyaksha still. Jiva Goswami Pad says, no, you have to give up this. They come to Paraksha. Paraksha means use other senses to prove the things. You prove things through your senses. What you see, you can talk about it. But sometimes you experience through other senses, like potassium cyanide. Nobody tasted and lived to explain this. Whoever tasted it, they died. So what we're talking about, that sometimes we believe potassium cyanide is deadly because whoever took it, he died. But you don't need to experience because you won't be able to speak after you taste it. You'll be dead. So that's the second level of understanding that Jiva Goswami Pad gives. And then above that is Samadhi, Adhokshaja. Sorry, above that is Aparaksha. Where you are in this world, you can be in Alachua. Prabhupada said you can be also in the spiritual world simultaneously. You follow? Those who are situated in that level. There are many devotees in ISKCON, I believe, they have this both world, 1 feet here, 1 feet there. They take the disciple here, bring them the other side, 2 sides of like a river, 2 legs. So like this. Then you have above that is called Adhokshaja. Adhokshaja, you cannot grasp anything. It has to be revealed to you. So we acquire knowledge, we apply knowledge, then when we practice and then it reveals. That revelation, Adhokshaja, has to come down to our level for us to grasp it. Above this is called Aprakrita. Why is called Aprakrita? Because this world is Prakrita. What we are talking about, Mathura or Vrindavan, it is like a material world, but it is not material world. This is the interesting. Why? Because Krishna Balaram acts like a ordinary human being. They talk like a human being. They just make a joke. They, play, kabaddi, just like little children play kabaddi. I played kabaddi when I was little kid. Krishna Balaram play kabaddi. You don't think God doing this. You don't think God is just stealing everyday butter. Well, this is not actually God's job. Nobody will agree. But these pastimes look like this. They are like material. He steals the clothes of the girls. He teases the boys. He fights. I mean, it sounds like another guy in Alachua would do that. Similar. So, because his activity is just like ours, so it's called Aprakrita. It looks like Prakrita, but it is spiritual, so it's Aprakrita. So Krishna comes with Balaram and he's going there. And when he goes, then what happened, when they left Vrindavan, they did not go with Nanda Baba. Nanda Maharaj went to the public road and Krishna Balaram went to the private road, jungle road, you can say. What do you call Gao road? Muddy road. Yeah? But they met in Mathura. When they met Mathura, then Krishna Balaram acting just like a village boy. And they are expressing, Baba, Nanda Maharaj, Baba, this is like a big, wow, big building, big city, you know, so nice decoration. Because in village is only little hut, bushes, forest, garden, all these trees, fruit trees, just like a village, country life. And Nanda Baba was very happy. Wow. Yes, you like it? He said, yes, Baba. Can we just explore a little bit? Yes, go ahead, explore. You know, they don't want to take rest. They want to go ahead and explore. While they're exploring, so many pastime took place. So I'm going to narrate this. And it's all in Krishna book. So Krishna and Balaram, they're talking each other with the coward boy. Hey, look at this. What's going on here? Hey, there's a big laundry man. Oh, look at, he has hundreds of guys are carrying these clothes. And they're all expensive, like a diamond, gold, with the embroidered, you know. And Krishna Balaram and the coward boys, they're just a coward dress, you know. They didn't come with that. And of course, Uddhava was introduced and he came. I'm just making it very short. So then Krishna Balaram, Krishna is thinking, I'm in a city. I need a city dress. Imagine you go to you know, the farmer dress in Alachua. You see the farmer, they have like a baggy pant or something, you know, looks like a farmer. Now, if he goes to the stock market office with that, people will be like looking at it because everybody has a tie and suits, you know. That doesn't match. But Krishna Balaram came to Mathura. They want to have a Mathura dress. And Vrindavan dress is different, Gawala. So Mathura dress, everybody is like a tight fit, you know, jewelry, very dressy. So they approach, say, hey, Dhobiwala, give us the finest cloth. What is the best cloth you have? And we'll give you boon. We'll give you benediction that you will be happy forever. See how much Krishna is kind to it. You remember Nitya Prabhu in the temple we discussed today in the class. Just before I came, I had to give class in the temple because our speaker was absent today. He didn't come for some reason. So we discussed these 5 things. One thing, that Krishna's love for all of us is unconditional. How to understand unconditional? That Krishna's love is compared to like sun. Sun is giving the sunshine to everybody. Now, if I am in my room, my windows are blinded, you know, blinds are on, and no sun is coming. Is it the fault of the sun?
No.
No, it is the fault of me. So I have to learn how to open the blind, my heart, so Krishna's love can be experienced. You remember we discussed that. So similarly, this laundryman has given opportunity by Krishna. He said, hey, laundryman, we need some royal dress because this is Mathura city. We want a dress like Mathura. Please give us. He said, how dare you ask this? These dresses belongs to the king and you are from village. You two brothers never seen any expensive dress. Now you see how Krishna is so kind. He says, we deserve. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Sanatana Goswami Pad writes, Krishna revealed to him that actually we deserve to have a good dress. Krishna is indirectly saying, we are the Supreme Lord, possessor of everything. We possess everything. It's not your. So he said, give us. If you give us the dress, then we will give you a boon, blessing. Forever you will be happy and live with eternal abode. But the laundryman, he did not. So our Acharya says, because this is actually not just pastimes, this is some kind of a evil consciousness that some soul cannot give it up. They hold on to it. This is the same laundryman was putting the scandal against Lord Ram about Sita kidnapped by Ravana. The same laundry man came. Because his nature is not going away, Krishna is giving him chance again and again. Come on, can you change your nature now? He didn't change. So same time, what happened when he started yelling to Krishna and Balaram, you belong to this village, you have no right to ask, we are going to call the police and they will arrest you and make you go to the king and will make you suffer. As soon as he said this, then Krishna says, he is committing offense so much by criticizing me. Where will be his destiny? So Krishna is very kind. What did he do? With a little, of course in Ram Leela he did not do anything. He rejected, abandoned Sita Devi. But in this Leela, Krishna just went just like this. Little touch with his finger and is severed. Just by seeing the head got severed, the headman, all the laundry men, they are also demoniac. They all ran and ran and ran. Krishna said, where are you running? Come here, give me some clothes. But they are out of fear, they left all the clothes. Krishna Balarama and coward boy, they took all the clothes. But problem was, they are just young boys. And those clothes are not fitting them properly. They need a who? Tailor. Yeah. So they're thinking, where do we go tailor? So of course, the guide is there, Uddhava is also there. They are guiding slowly, slowly. So Krishna then come to the city. As he came to the city, very interestingly, there is a big tailor shop. His shop is not only tailor, this tailor has like a finished goods, embroidered on the lace of the dhoti, and turban has all this, fancy mukut, and then your kind of a border on the shirt and the collar, everything. The royal dress, how they make. And he had a whole setup. But he was so happy. He saw Krishna Balaram. He says, he thought himself, I cannot move my eye. What an object. This is Krishna. When you look at a person anywhere in the world, if you look at a person that you cannot stop looking, and that is God. That is God. And Dhanurdhar was challenging this, no? He challenges to Ramanujacharya. He said, why are you looking at this girl's eyes? He's a rich man. He appoints the minister to find the most beautiful girls who has a beautiful eye. So on this festival day, he's looking at the girl's eyes and people are talking about it. They report it to Ramanujacharya. Ramanujacharya says, let me go and see. Say, why are you doing this? Today is a festival day in a procession. The Lord is coming. You're not interested there. You're looking at the girls and you are the prominent person in the village. What people will be talking? He said, where the most attractive object is my God. He said, that is good. Krishna, Ranganathji. He said, I went there. I didn't see attraction. I see the attraction in the eye of girl. So I am spending this. This is my God. Now, is that a good idea or bad idea? That is a good idea. No, it's not bad. It's a good idea. Learn this. Why? Because gopis say this. Akshanatam phalamidam. One gopi told to another, Akshanatam. Aksha means the eye. Phalamidam. What is the value of your eye? He said to see. What else to see? Have you seen an object that you never want to move your eyes or blink your eyes? Then they found only Krishna. After staring at Krishna for 4,320,000,000 years, have you ever looked at any person's eyes for one day, whole day? What to talk about 4,320,000,000 years? They looked at Krishna's eye for 4 billion years. 4,320,000,000 years. They still want to look. They say every moment his eyes becoming more and more beautiful. That is God. And Krishna says, Parakshabhadam. If you go indirect approach, if you say anybody's eye are more attractive is God, that means it's a good idea. Krishna likes that. He said, search out from that angle. When you come to a point that you never want to live without looking at that person, that is God. That is Krishna. So this Tailor, he said, wow, I never saw a person, an object so beautiful. Then Krishna Balaram says, can you cut this and fit us? Yes, yes, of course, please come. They made a beautiful seat. Just see, if you can think like this, you want to welcome the Lord in your heart. A beautiful sitting place. The wife immediately, the tailor's wife immediately went to bring some water for drinking, bring some pan, bring some other sweets to offer them while they are sitting. Not like sitting for the tailor only, they are fanning the Lord. Nobody told them, they did this. They served the Lord with full of heart. So Lord Balaram and Krishna was sitting there, and the tailor, he was so much in ecstasy. He wants to sew the cloth, but he also wants to look at him. I don't know if he ever can do that, but he did it. He looks at Krishna and also sewing the cloth. Only he knows and Krishna knows how he did it. So after that beautifully done, then Krishna and Balaram was well dressed, and the boys also. They looked so gorgeous. And then the wives and the daughter, they all came and put some, setting up the rest of this, some bindi, this, that, some decoration on the body. Krishna Balaram was so happy, and he blessed them. He blessed them that you live a long life, you enjoy here as long you want, and when you want to retire from this life, you come to spiritual world and live there eternally. Isn't good blessing? Best blessing.
Best blessing.
Yes. So he said, you have a wonderful life, and he did. And he said, when you are retired, you're tired of this world, you come to my abode and you live there eternally and make a dress for me. So like this, the Krishna Balaram engaged them very nicely. And after that, Krishna Balaram kept going. Then they came to a place, just by seeing them, this Malawala, Banamali, Malawala, he makes garland, vases and all this. He had a huge shop. When saw Krishna Balaram, he started trembling and shaking, crying out of ecstasy. He never saw the Lord in his life, but he heard about him from Narad Muni, from the visitors coming from Vrindavan, and he was so happy. Finally, when he came, when he saw Krishna Balaram coming, he immediately welcomed. You know how you welcome person? You smile. That is the first ingredients. You smile at the person. Don't show like you are busy taking care, cleaning the house and this, that. It doesn't appeal to the guest or the visitor that you really welcoming. They feel like, oh God, we are pressuring them to do all this. No, like when we went to Saranga Prabhu's house, he was smiling. He smiled and welcomed us. I still remember. That was such a good, impression. Like, okay, he loves us, even though we never met before. Just talk over phone. But like this, so this Banamali, he smiled. And his wife smiled. They cried. They felt so happy. They welcome, please come. They welcome with their hand, folded hand, and they gave a beautiful seat. And then Krishna Balaram said, oh, wow, you have a lot of flowers. So you're going to give us some garland? Of course. And of course, they took advantage of it. What advantage? That generally, when you make a garland, you don't measure it every time. So what you do, you take the flower, in the temple they do, and you have a needle and the stitch, the thread goes. No, after a little bit, they want to touch the Lord's body. Oh, how it looks, let me see. Oh, I want to put one rose here. They're just touching his body. They want to touch, because Krishna's body produced 4 fragrance. Remember, in Bhagavatam, says Krishna's body produced 4 types of fragrance. Aguru, like such a fragrance. And Krishna's body, when you touch, all the attraction of this world disappears. You just instantly fall in love. And that gives you a such ecstasy, you want to touch again, you want to see the Lord again. So, but Krishna Balaram knows that they are taking advantage. It's okay because they are in love with them. This is how Krishna Balaram allows the devotee to serve each other. It was such a wonderful. Then after that, Krishna Balaram was well decorated. But then Balamali is so much in love with him. He said, Prabhu, don't leave, don't leave. I have a little more things. Some other, some kind of manakari, you know, in nowadays you see in the shop, they have a manakari and all this. And they did all this in these and beautiful. So then Krishna Balaram was so happy. He gave them blessing too. He said, you have a strong memory and you can live a happy life and eternally you be serving me. Whether you want to go now or later as you wish. What a blessing. This is, and his whole family, not only this, the whole family will be together serving the Lord eternally. How gracious those beautiful pastimes that Krishna Balaram did. Then after that, everything was wonderful. I'm just going back and forth because of the time. Then Krishna Balaram did a very wonderful things. In the beginning, we see that there was a, other day we discussed that, I forgot whether day before yesterday. Anyway, Prabhupada says that it is very important to see the, the advancement in Krishna consciousness depend on the attitude of the practitioner. This is in the Nectar of Instruction, in the preface, I believe it's written there. Or Ishopanishad also has there. The attitude depends on the attitude of practitioner. I remember Dibanga Prabhu recite this every day. It depends on the attitude. It's very important. So because the devotee, they see the attitude of the other person. Krishna sees your attitude. What attitude, what intention, what mood you offering things. Not so much what you offer. You may offer a little banana or you may offer 56 prep of Chappanna Bhog. But Krishna is looking your intention. Really you want to feed Krishna, that intention, Krishna takes it. Very loving way. So Krishna and Balaram walking, they saw a little unattractive girls. Now, is Krishna's name is Param Satta? Everybody knows Krishna's name is Param Satta, absolute truth. You know, Krishna's name is absolute truth. What does that mean? That anything he ever say, he never lies. His lie is also truth. That is the point. There is no such thing called lie, but even if he lies, I never ate dirt, mom. That's what he told to his mother. It's true, because eternally the earth is in his stomach. How can he eat the dirt? Dirt is already inside. He doesn't have to eat. He never lies, but his lie is also truth. So he saw this lady. Now, I'm not saying anybody to make a joke like this if you see a girl who does not look very beautiful. But Krishna made a joke to her that, hey, beautiful princess. Now she has a hunchback, you know, three bakra. Three bakra means three places bent. She has a weird looking. She never can look it straight. It's like this. Her on the back shoulder there is a hunch. It's very unattractive. You know, no man looks at. That's why she never married, and she never, because no man looks at her in a good way. She looks very. But Krishna says, hey, beautiful princess. So Krishna says the truth. Now, how to see the truth? Well, Krishna look at what? He looks at the endeavor or the attitude? Attitude. So he said, oh, you have a beautiful sandalwood, all this beautiful paste. Would you like to offer us the best one you have? And she also loves it. Other day we discussed, when somebody respects you, you should also feel to respect that person. When somebody express love, you also express. It is natural amongst the devotees. So when she heard that Krishna actually addressed her, so beautiful, oh beautiful lady, and she somehow or other turned her neck and saw, oh my God, so beautiful, handsome boy, never saw in her life. He said, you are so beautiful, handsome prince. But then she reflected, but he said, I am also beautiful princess, but I'm not. In her mind, just thought that came. Krishna says, don't worry. Offer me your sandalwood paste. So she said, you are the best person, deserve to be treated in a royal way. Now, look at the point. She actually recognized Krishna by his beauty as the best person. She did not know this is the Supreme Lord, but just because her expression was there and Krishna happened to be Supreme Lord, it matched. Krishna and Balaram took that sandalwood paste. She decorated their face, made up with the, wedding day. I don't know, well, in Hare Krishna temple, they don't dress too luxury, but in the village in India, I saw the wedding day is the best decoration for the man, as the one time in your life. That's it. The lady's wife can dress day every day, but the man only wedding day. So that's why Krishna's name is Nata Boro. Bor means in Bengali language or Sanskrit also, Bor means groom. Krishna's name is Nata Boro Bapu. Nata Boro Bapu. You will hear many. He's a dancing posture like a groom. Krishna always look like a ready to get married. Because that's how so beautiful he is. So then Krishna, when he saw so beautifully she decorated, so Krishna put his 2 toes on her toes and 2 fingers on the chin and raised up. The first acupuncture in the history of the world is Krishna. He was the best acupuncturist. And when he did this, all of a sudden, she was surprised herself. Sometimes when you see a girl, I'm not saying you guys should look at or you see a man, sometimes man has he has a beautiful nose, but his eyes are not exactly beautiful. Okay, he has a beautiful eyes, but his nose is not exactly. Or maybe his cheek is not, like a proportion. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur write, when Krishna touch and say something, this girl, Kubja, her body became proportionately perfect. Her hips, her breast, her face, her eyes, her eyebrows, everything was like a perfect proportion. This is called acupuncturist. Krishna is such a good that when he blesses, he makes the perfect body. That she was surprised. Wow, I'm so beautiful. She was like, you have to come right now to my house and stay with me. I want to enjoy life with you. And Krishna looked at Balaram. Maybe acupuncture went too much, little far. Pinpoint, what they call pressure point. He made it too much good. So, but Krishna is very kind. She said, don't worry. After I kill Kamsa, so he already revealed, after I kill Kamsa, I'll come and spend time with you. And he did. This is Krishna. When he promised, he always does. And he accepted. And she went eternally lives with Krishna in Golok Vrindavan. So this way, Mathura Mandal. Then Krishna, after this, he's so happy joyful with the cowherd boys, then started walking. And they saw thousands and thousands of military guarding a place. What's going on? Krishna Balaram asked, what is going on here? He said, tomorrow is the big wrestling. But problem was, all these military, they're guarding this big bow as an arrow, and what they have, Parashuram given a special gift to Kamsa. I don't know if you ever heard that story. This is spoken by Sanatan Goswami Pad, that when Parashuram was visiting, Parashuram was well known by every ruler in India because nobody stands in front of Parashuram. He's from Treta Yuga. he passed Dwapara. He's still alive in Kali Yuga, but not as a Parashuram form, in a Brahmana form. He's still alive. We don't know if he's in Alachua or in South India or somewhere. But he's alive, he's traveling. So that time, Parashuram saw Kamsa. And he says, hey, I'm going to kill you. And Kamsa knows, Kamsa is a genius. Don't underestimate, he's an ordinary demon. He's a genius demon. So he did parikrama. He said, my Lord, I know you're Supreme Lord incarnation, but let me at least do parikrama. So he did parikrama. And then he came in the front. He said to Parashuram, my Lord, you did not come to kill demons. You came to correct those Kshatriya who is acting as a demon. They gave up their Kshatriya dharma, and that's why the Mother Earth was disturbed. But I'm not a Kshatriya. I'm born demon. I act demoniac activity. There's nothing wrong. And you didn't come to kill demon. You came to correct those Kshatriya. So Parashuram said, yes, you are right. He said, so give me blessing. He said, okay, you take this bow. Anybody can ever break this bow will kill you. So be careful. Since that time, Kamsa put thousands of guard and said, nobody can ever touch this, because if anybody break this bow, will be my killer. So of course Krishna knows everything, but still he's asking the guards, what are you guarding all? He said, who are you? You look like you just came from Vrindavan, you changed the dress now, tomorrow there is a wrestling. In the wrestling arena, we're going to have a big Dhanush Jagga. Dhanu means bow and arrow. And whoever is the winner will be given a test if he can lift up this Dhanu. Because Kamsa has a fear, if anybody can lift up this, will be a killer. So Krishna says, when is the program, festival? He said, tomorrow. He said, why tomorrow? Why not now? He said, no, tomorrow. He said, no, let's do it now. And the military, all this, Kamsa's army says, no, tomorrow. He says, no, now. So Krishna Balaram just tried to forcefully enter, and the battalion, thousands of them attacked, and Krishna Balaram just wiped them out. Just like this. When Kamsa heard the thousands of battalion died just by little hand push, immediately he sent thousands and thousands of military immediately to, oh my God, Krishna Balaram already cannot wait for tomorrow. By the time he sent, the news came that he lifted up the bow and pulled the string and it broke. Kamsa has a hard nightmare. Oh my gosh, this is the fear of my life. And he recalled, he was a big worshipper of Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva told him, say, what boon you want? Boon that nobody can kill me, but I can kill anybody I want. Well, that's very hard. I cannot give the whole thing. Okay, you can kill whoever you want, but you'll be killed also by, let's see, how about your nephew? Nephew? Okay, no problem, I can take that. He had no idea that God will come as a nephew. So you follow? So now, Kamsa, remember that. Oh my God. And tomorrow is Shiva Chaturdashi, Lord Shiva's birthday. And he is going to do festival by killing Krishna and Balaram. Because he had a problem of, the reason he invited Krishna Balaram there, why? Because he saw that all my men, every day, 3, 4, 5, 6, so many demons I'm sending. Prabhupada said every day 2, 3 would come before lunch. Krishna would kill them. It's like an appetite, you get hungry after you killing 2, 3 demon or something like that. So Krishna would kill Prabhupada 2, 3 demon every day before lunch. So then Kamsa thought, I have sent hundreds, thousands of demons. They are all, nobody ever returned. Nobody ever returned. Let me go myself. So he tried to come across one time. And as he crossed the Jamuna. but he changed his dress so nobody see it. He want to disguise and see where is Krishna Balaram. He want to kill himself to them. But he doesn't want to tell anybody. He went hidingly. As soon as he crossed the Jamuna, an old lady came. Say, hey, where are you going? Say, where am I going? Do you know who I am? Say, yeah, I know. You are Kamsa. You are disguising. You think I don't know? I know everything what's going on. Then Kamsa got scared. Oh my God, this old lady knows that I am the Kamsa. He said, you know how powerful I am? He said, yeah, I'll see what powerful you are. What is your purpose? He said, I want to come and visit Vrindavan. He said, first you need a permission from me. He said, permission? Who are you? He said, I'll tell you later. But first I tell you how you pass the exam. Collect all the cow dungs in Vrindavan. Cow dungs. I'm the royal king. He said, hey, don't talk. You want to come inside? Just do as I say. The old lady, it's a Jogomaya, but he didn't know that. So Kamsa just went and collect all the cow dungs, and he's sweating, you know, because he's the royal king, he never did that kind of work. And after he come, he said, okay, I got it, pile up big, cow dung pile. He said, that's not enough. Now you're going to collect the dung before it drops to the ground. So you run after all these millions of cows all over. He said, I cannot do this. He said, then go back. He said, no, you know, I'm Kamsa, I'm powerful. He said, hey, don't show. He said, what do you mean not show? I am powerful. He said, look at yourself. All of a sudden, he turned into a little girl. He said, what is this? This is me. He said, I'll turn you something else if you talk again. He got so scared of this old lady. He said, I don't want to go to Vrindavan. Forget it. He crossed Jamuna. He said, wait, give my old body. He said, okay, take a dip in the Ganges, Jamuna. And then he took dip in the Jamuna and he came back as Kamsa. Okay, and then he thinks, oh my God, what is this Vrindavan place? Okay, forget it. I'm not going to send. So he said, bring Krishna Balaram. That's why he brought Krishna Balaram. So now, what do? It's almost 8 o'clock, and I promised 3 pastimes. Okay, I'm going to jump into the pastime, the end pastime, and then tomorrow I'll touch, see if I can do it, because I promise I'll finish it within an hour. I'm sorry, I went little indirect. Last pastime is, I'm going to ask you a question. Did Krishna Balaram leave Vrindavan? Mother Vishnupriya asked this question. Let me see if I can find that question. You have the question she asked? She asked the question, very nice question. She's very smart, Mataji. Yes, something like that. See if I can go back. Oh, come on. What was the number 10 question? Number 11. Number 10. It appears like the associate of Krishna. No, that's not her question. That was Mother Ashalata. Okay. Mother Vishnupriya asked, if Krishna never leaves Vrindavan, why did the Brajavasi still feel intense separation from him? Is constantly remembering Krishna is his separation. Oh, sorry, this is will be tomorrow. But today's question is 10. But I'm going to summarize with this like this, that Krishna Balaram actually, after, how much can I say? Is it okay if you all wait a little longer? Is that okay if I can go 10 minutes more, 15 minutes more?
Yeah, you can go half an hour also, Prabhu. You can
okay, if you have to go, you can go. But somebody is recording, Mother Vishnupriya is recording. So I'm going to tell you the story, what happened. I'll jump into Kamsa's killing, because there's a beautiful pastime took place. After Kamsa was killed, Krishna did not really kill Kamsa directly. After he killed Chanura and Balaram killed Mustika, then Krishna gave an eye signal to Balaram, and Balaram says, okay, they only know what they're talking with the signal. So Balaram went and took care. Kamsa had 8 brothers, and they are also powerful demon like Kamsa. So Balaram went outside to take care of his 8 brothers, because 8 brothers are planning, in case Krishna Balaram fail, they kill Kamsa, they are going to attack. So Balaram went there and killed them. Where Krishna came and he looked at Kamsa like this, and he's saying, oh, you tried to kill my mother. You were riding the chariot, and my mother Devaki was there, and the aerial boys came. You fool Kamsa, the 8th child of this lady will be the killer. What did you do? You gave up your reign and whip, to ride a chariot, you go like this, and you pull out the sword instead and grab my mother's hair. You want to kill her. I will kill you like this. So Krishna was like in a speed to act on this. This is Sukdev Goswami writes, Mrittu Malla Namasinam Ninam Smaravanu Murtiman. And then in that verse, very nicely, that how this Rasha appeared. Mrittu Bhujapote. The Kamsa, he did not see Krishna. He did not see the beauty of Krishna. He did not see Krishna as God. He saw as a death personified. He's a fearful. Just by seeing Krishna's death form, he died instantly. But to show the audience, Krishna still grabbed his hair and dragged him to the wrestling arena. Look, all these millions of people they saw. And big roaring. Because they killed Kamsa. Kamsa is killed. Many things took place. Some coward boys came. They forgot this is not Vrindavan. Of course, they are not aware whether Vrindavan or not Vrindavan. They care only Krishna. So they say, Madhumangal, say, Krishna, you killed him. You think you are very strong? Let me show you. I'm stronger than you. Look, I can kill you. And Krishna is thinking, this is not a good time for this kind of game. It's in Vrindavan, okay? People don't understand here. And he signaled to Balaram, we have to divert those coward boys. No. Sridham said, no, let's have a wrestling. Let's see who will win. I'm going to win, Krishna. I'm going to show everybody. I'm going to win now. Of course, Krishna loves them and they will win because Krishna allows them. But this is not a playground. This is a serious business with the karmis and the demons. So slowly they were diverted. And then Krishna's notice, Uddhava came and told him, my Lord, you just killed the leader. I don't know, can you understand when you kill the leader of a big gang, what happened to the gang? They are just so angry, they don't know what to do. They are afraid that Krishna can kill them because they killed the leader. They know Kamsa has so power, you know how powerful. I'm not going to explain you all, but one story, just one fist, just the fist, his one fist, he shoot this 10,000 elephant power elephant 800 miles straight out in the sky. 800 miles. Even the helicopter, airplane do not go straight more than 200 miles. After 200 miles, they go around the globe. 800 miles means he break the gravitation. Kamsa's fist, how powerful Kamsa is. One fist, he shoot this elephant 800 miles straight in the sky and drop him in Shishupal where he was having dinner. Like his fist has a measurement even, how to shoot, how to punch someone and where to send him. From America to India, just one finger Kamsa can send somebody like this in the sky. So powerful Kamsa, it's unbelievable. But so all the demons, they know Kamsa's power and they saw this boy Krishna killed. So they're afraid of him. They want to run away, but run away to where? They were under his shelter. So they want to go, but they don't know what to do. At the same time, they are experiencing a big commotion. And Uddhava noticed, and he recognized all this big demon around. He told Krishna that, my Lord, you have to become the king right now. Somebody has to be the king, leader. Otherwise, there will be big chaos. Krishna says, okay, don't worry. Where is the grandfather? Oh, he was in jail. He was arrested by Kongsa. So he was shown with the handcuff. They took a handcuff off and everything. Then Ugrasen was there. He was old man. Then Krishna touched his feet. Grandfather, you are going to be our king right now. Because right now Kongsa is dead, your son. Now you're going to be the king and I'm going to declare. And then Ugrasen says, wait. How can I be the king? Because it is so difficult. I'm an old man. How can I rule or fight with anybody? He said, don't worry, grandfather. Look up in the sky. All these millions and millions of demigods are worshipping me, throwing flower from the sky. Look at Indra, Varuna, all these big demigods, Shiva, Brahma, they're all worshipping me. And guess what I'm doing? I'm touching your feet. What does that mean? You don't have to do anything. You just sit in a Singhasan. They will do everything. You just tell them what to do. Ugrasen said, okay, I can do that. So instantly, he made him the king. So, okay, they did. Everybody declared, new king is Ugrasen. So then Krishna Balaram wants to escape from the crowd, you know. But how to escape? First, they want to meet their parents, you know, Vasudeva and Devaki. They haven't met yet. They just came night before. This is the next day morning, past time. So then Krishna Balaram is walking and all these crowds and everybody's cheering. What they're cheering? Oh, you are the supreme God. You are the Almighty, the eighth child of Devaki. Oh, you are the son of Devaki and Vasudeva. And everybody's glorifying. You know, you are God and you are the eighth child. Nobody talks to him that he is the son of Joshoda or Nanda Baba. Nanda Maharaj thought, well, my son actually used to kill demon in Vrindavan, I know. It was not, he was not killing. It was Narayan using his body to kill. My son is a son. He's not a god. How can he kill? But Narayan, through him, he kills. That's how Nanda Baba thinks. So then he thought, okay, through my son, probably God killed Kongsa now. But I don't like to hear all these things. They're saying that he's the son of Devaki, Vasudeva. I want to go and rest and go back to Vrindavan with them. It's enough. The festival is over. It's too much mess. So Nanda Baba felt a little awkward. So he was guided by his intimate associate. They went to, you know, like you go to a capital, every small state has their guest house. So in Mathura, Nanda Baba has a guest house. So whenever he comes to pay tax to Kongsa, he is to stay there. So he went there and is resting. But he cannot rest because he's thinking about his son. What happened today? He killed Kongsa, unbelievable, such a big demon. God is using my son to kill. Why God is using? And he's thinking about it. And then he hears all these people passing by the guest house. Today is the day, and they're making a song, you know. Today is the day God appeared in us, and the eighth child of Vasudeva and Devaki. Nanda Baba is thinking, they think my son is God. What they're singing, they don't know I'm their father. Oh, and they're singing, he's the son of Devaki and Vasudeva. Nanda Baba felt so depressed. He's thinking, I'm already missing my son. Now I'm missing so much. Before it goes too much, I want to take my son back. Both of them. But then he felt bad. Because he knows Balaram is not his son. Balaram is son of Vasudeva and Rohini. Now he's thinking what to do. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 12 hours. 24 hours gone. Nobody's coming back, no more with any news. And Krishna Balaram didn't even show up. Then finally, Nanda Baba started crying. Oh my God, I'm having a nightmare. I'm losing my son. What happened to my son? I hope he's not kidnapped by other parents or somebody because he's so beautiful. Then more he thinks about Krishna, he started crying. I don't know if it ever happened, like when you don't find the communication with your child, you feel depressed. So you can relate. Just magnify it 1,000,000 times. And he was so much crying, unbelievably crying. At that time, they all, Krishna and Balaram was having a wonderful journey with Vasudev and Devaki. And after they finished, Krishna told to Balaram, we better go and see Nanda Baba, otherwise we don't know. I have a feeling he's not feeling well. So then everybody went to go to sleep. Krishna Balaram told everybody go to sleep. Tomorrow will be festival. Everybody go to sleep. So they all went, and Uddhava made a beautiful place for Krishna and Balaram, a royal place. And they are the new ruler god in Mathura. But in the middle of all this night, they escaped from everything. They went to Nanda Baba's guest house. When they went there, it was very mysterious. You know, when you're depressed in Vedic culture, they go like this. Or they go like this. I don't know if you ever saw that. When people are depressed, because sometimes devotees are not depressed, so they don't know. But when somebody is depressed, they go like this. They put their forehead and they cry and they lament. So Krishna Balaram comes and sees Nanda Baba is crying. And Balaram says, what is this? Why you are acting like this? You should not act like this. We don't like these activities, Baba. Why you are putting your head down? You are depressed. And then Nanda Baba looked at Balaram and Krishna. He wiped his tears and he says, what's going on? Balaram says, Baba, I'm depressed. Then, you know, when you tell a depressed person you are depressed, then they really pay attention. Psychology, I should be crying, but I'm laughing. Because psychology is so good. When Balaram speaks, he's the best psychologist. So Balaram said, Baba, I'm depressed. Nanda Baba says, why? He says, because today I didn't feel comfortable. Since my childhood, I know my mother, I have two mothers, my mother Rohini Maya, and my Choto mother, means younger mother, is Joshoda Maya. And you are my father. Then Nanda Baba is looking at his eyes. Today, everybody say, we two brothers are the children of Vasudeva and Devaki. And they're glorifying, and they're singing about it. And they're talking about us, we are God, we are this, we are... Baba, I'm not feeling happy. I want to go home. I want to go back to Vrindavan. Please, Baba, let's go home. And Nanda Baba is looking at his face and is thinking, can I do this? It will be so rude and cruel if I take, okay, I want to take Krishna back home, but if I take Balaram, then what others will say? They'll say, look at Nanda Maharaj. What he did, he took, after all this struggle, the Vasudeva Devaki, finally, Kamsa got killed, but look at what happened. He took the Devaki and Vasudev's son with them. So they will blame, and Devaki Vasudev will be crying and crying and crying, because after 11 and a half years, they saw him. So then Nanda Baba looked at Balaram's face and thought very well. And then Balaram told, but I did not like. When I came to Mother Devaki, she said, I'm your mother. And Vasudev Maharaj says, I'm your father. And others say, all these relatives, they say, oh, we are your uncle. Oh, we are your cousin sister. We are your cousin brother. And it's like a thousands and thousands big festival. Baba, I know what is truth, what I have experienced. What people say is another thing. When people say they invited me and Krishna to go to their house because we are their cousin. Oh, they say, you are the God and my brother is a God. And said, oh God, please don't go back to Vrindavan. Stay here in Mathura. We will worship you. We love you. And they're saying all these things. Baba, whole day passed by. We could not escape. But Baba, we are not feeling well. And saying this, Balaram started crying. Say, Baba, very strange things happening in my heart. People are saying so many things. We are so bewildered. But I know one thing, Nanda Baba, listen. I learned even in your place from Uncle Upananda and others that, okay, there is so many types of father. One father, he gives birth through his wife. Then another father who raised a child, like adopted. Then king also protect the citizen. He's also like father. The guru, he gives initiation. Guru is also like Guru Pita, father. Then when somebody gets married, the father-in-law is like a father. So then in the village, we have a Kulo Devata, the Brahmana, they are also like father. Baba, so many father I know, but I think the most important father is that father who raised the child to be big, and that is you. So you are the real father. We don't care who said what. Nanda Baba thought, wow. Krishna Balarama very aware everything what's going on and how to reconcile. So Nanda Baba said, my son, what do you want to do? Say, Baba, I don't want to live even one moment anymore. Let's go to Vrindavan. And Nanda Baba has got scared because he doesn't want to take Balaram back, because Balaram actually is son of Vasudev. It will be like a harm to a father. After 11.5 years, he saw, and finally he's relieved from the demon king. And if he takes, he will get eternally blamed for that. So Nanda Baba spoke very sweetly. My dear son, don't speak like this. Hearing this, if Vasudev hears this, he will die, and Devaki will die. Why did Nanda Baba say this? Because he knew that Vasudeva and Devaki suffered so much because of Kamsa. And they never saw their own son, Balaram. Now they are claiming Krishna is also Devaki's son. From Vasudeva and Devaki's case, it is true. In middle of the night, they went and dropped him. But now, they didn't know that Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Maharaj thinking, I know my wife gave birth, and that's my son. How do we reconcile? We'll discuss this on the Tuesday. Tuesday is the Janmashtami day, no? Yeah, we'll reconcile. I want to finish this pastime first. Beautiful. So then, Nanda Baba told, no, I don't think it will be appropriate. Baba, before you say anything, Balaram said, I can tell you one thing. You are my real father, and I don't want to be separated from you. Then Nanda Baba says, but your mother, Devaki and Vasudev, they will be devastated. You should stay here. You can come and visit, something like this. Baladev Prabhu replied, Balaram. And then Nanda Baba says, I will just take Krishna for now, and you can come visit, and we'll come and visit. And Baladev immediately raised, Baba, I can tell you 100% guarantee. Does not matter what happened. I will not be able to live, and I will not live even for a moment without my brother. We live permanently, eternally as a brother together. I don't want to ever separate. And I'll die if I ever get separate from you. I consider you are my father, and he is my only brother. Then Nanda Maharaj started thinking about it, what to do. He stopped crying and he's thinking, how do I do it? How do I do it? And he remembers when he had one problem in Govardhan Puja time, before Govardhan Puja, Indra Jagna, Krishna gave the advice, he remembers. So he looked at Krishna, and Krishna came and wiped out Nanda Baba's cheek with the tears. He said, Baba, can I speak to you, please? Nanda Baba says, yes, yes, please speak to me. Says, in my opinion, it would be better if my brother also go with me. But leaving Vasudev and Devaki in such a difficult situation, it is not good idea. I understand. So, if I go, then he must go also. Therefore, if you will give us permission to stay only few days here together, me and Balaram, and after few days I'll come back. And you just go back and give the report to Mother Yashoda and everybody that everything is fine. Kamsa is dead, everything will be fine. And after few days, we'll exchange the loving exchange in Mathura and then all the relatives, and then we come back. What Krishna said very nicely, Nanda Baba thought, that sounds like a good option. And then Nanda Baba thought more. He said, that is the only option. So, one Acharya says Nanda Baba actually left with the gifts for the Brajavasis from Vasudeva and Devaki, and he left Krishna. So that is another pastimes where Krishna never came back, Balaram never came back with Nanda Baba. And that's how we reconcile that understanding of Krishna Balaram's staying in Vrindavan and the separation feeling. And tomorrow we'll begin with the confidential pastime that actually Krishna Balaram never left Vrindavan. Also Krishna Balaram came back to Vrindavan. Both are true. How is both true? We are going to narrate a beautiful pastime. And this is almost, what time it is? Exact time. 8:23. Very good. Is there any reflection, comment, question, or where is Mother Vishnupriya? She didn't show up today.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, this is Sarvatara. Please accept my humble obeisances.
Hare Krishna, Sarvatarka Prabhu. I missed you.
I'm so happy to hear your wonderful class, and you brought us in Vrindavan. So once we hear your voice, so you are purifying insignificant soul like me and my family and all other devotees. So I always hear your lecture and I get your blessings. But since you are so busy, that is why sometimes I couldn't talk to you. But once you are giving wonderful class and you are giving us so much nectar, and you are asking any questions, so I also asking a small question.
Yes, Prabhu. Where is your face? Let me see your face. I remember you.
Well, no, I am so fallen.
Oh, there you are. There you are. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. You are a wonderful devotee.
No, Prabhuji, I am suffering to be a good devotee. Like I'm practicing. So please bless me.
I'll pray for you. You please pray for me also.
You are elevated, so you are realized soul. So once anybody hear lecture from you, people understand. You practice, you realize, and you follow all the the highest perfection of devotion. So I don't have any language to glorify you, Prabhuji.
Please don't. Don't glorify, because whatever I remember, it's by the mercy of Prabhupada and Vaishnavas like you. Reminds you are very humble.
Since you brought us in Vrindavan, and you are actually clarifying everything very nicely and scrutinizedly from Prabhupada books and shastras. So actually I was meditating sometimes, since Krishna's pastimes and Krishna's appearance is coming. So couple of days also with Vishnupriya, me and my wife, we all are sometimes discussing. So I know from the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Vishnu Dare Krishna Kare Asur Sanghar. So once, when he was, Krishna was so little, when Krishna was at the mother Jashoda's lap, like I don't know like how many days, but that time Putna was killed by him and other Shakatasur, other. But that time actually we understand like sometimes Krishna left Vrindavan, went to the Mathura and the Dwarika, did a lot of pastimes. But that time Krishna was so little. Krishna always with the mother. But when he killed Putna, also mother Jashoda and other Brajavasis went to the Putna and grabbed from Krishna and Putna's body or lap of breast from Putna. But that time is it is very sometimes I know it's Krishna can do because he's a god, but could you little bit explain how Krishna is Vishnu Dare Kare Asur Sanghar, but he was very little, but still he was in the house of mother Jashoda, but how it happened this at the time of very small boy,
So in Chaitanya Charitamrita also said, Sarva Avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavan. In Panchamadhyay, Adilila, it says, Sarva Avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavan. Sarva Avatari Krishna means when Swayam Bhagavan comes, all the incarnation in his body resides. So Srila Rupa Goswami Pad gave that example like an ocean. When you look at ocean, so many waves. How many waves is difficult to count. So each wave is like an incarnation. And Krishna is the ocean. So when we say Vishnu or Vamandev or Hiranyakashipu or all these are the by the function. It's the same Krishna, ocean, but Krishna's, then what is the difference between all the incarnation? For an example, if you say Nishingadev, he has so much anger that he subdued the Hiranyakashipus who was controlling the whole universe, but Nishingadev actually got all the attention from everyone by killing Hiranyakashipu. And he delivered everyone. Now, is that anger also in Krishna? That's the question. So one Acharya gave example, just like in Ganges, if you take a cup of salt water filled with salt and you pour it, believe or not, I did that. I read it, but then I did it. I went to Ganges and I took a cup of salt water just for the fun, just to see it. I know it will work, but still, sometimes I act like a little boy, child. So I took this cup of salt water and dump it in Ganges and wash it and took another cup and drink the water. There was no trace of salt. So I remember, so I asked the devotee, it was Jananivas Prabhu, I went with him. I said, what happened to the salt? I just dumped 1 cup of salt water. And I cleaned it and I drink this Ganges water. There is no salt. What happened? I just dumped 1 cup. And he gave a perfect answer. He said the quantity of the salty water is so insignificant to the sweetness of Ganges water that it is invisible almost. I said, so I have to tell you now secret. All this quality of Vishnu or Nishingadev and all this is like an insignificant quality of Krishna. It is within Krishna. But Krishna's main quality is this that we discussed today. First thing we discussed, that loving Krishna, what happened? Enables our love to break free from all limitations. Second point, that Krishna is eternally, eminently lovable. When you see Varahadev, you don't feel he's a lovable, how do I express it? If you see Nishingadev, how are you going to express your love? Ganeshji, okay, he was a lucky guy. He was, Ganeshji ride a mice. So Ganeshji came there also. and the mice seeing the lion face and so afraid. So Ganeshji fell over. When he fell over, his head touched the Lord Nishingadev's feet. Since that moment, he became the famous Ganeshji. Jatpada Pallava Jugambi Nidaya Kumbha Dande Pranama Samayesa Ganadi Raja Vignan Bihantam Alamasya Jagatrayasra Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. That verse is from that story. That Ganeshji fell. From that moment, Ganeshji became the problem remover, obstacle remover. So yes, Vishnu Dare Asur Sanghar doesn't mean that actually exactly Vishnu is coming out of Krishna's body and killing. Krishna has a personality and Vishnu has a personality. They both are same in Tattva, but in Lila, there are two different functions. So when Vishnu kills the demon, Putana, but Vishnu does not make Putana as a mother. Where Krishna really drank Datri Uchita, Kangba Dayalu Saranam Brajema, that Putana became a Dhatri, or in Bengali they call Dhaima, no? In maternity house, when pregnant mother gives birth, sometimes the nurse feeds the baby if the birth giving mother is in critical condition. So they are called Dhatri Mata. So who gives the position Dhatri Mata? Not possible Vishnu. It is Krishna. So we have to reconcile like this. That yes, Vishnu's function is kill demon. He did. But what is the ultimate benefit of Putana? As you mentioned, she became the mother, eternal mother. That is given by Krishna. Same thing with Sakatasura, same thing with Trinavarta. So Vishnu kills in a sense, he does by the function. But the ultimate beneficiary is Krishna. So Krishna is the best. And I hope you grasp from that angle. Anyone else on the Facebook? Is there a question there? Can you check? No? No chat room? So we'll end. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhuji, you started to narrate a beautiful pastime of Dhanurdhar, like was attracted to the girl's eyes, beautiful eyes. And then I think Ramanujacharya tried to, I mean, you didn't complete that pastime, so I was waiting.
Thank you. Thank you. You are so attentive. I love you, Nitya Gauranga Prabhu. You are wonderful. So what happened, I'll end with this. Then Ramanujacharya challenged him. He said, no, Ranganath, Krishna is the most beautiful, attractive object. He said, no, I went there before. I see the beautiful eye of a girl is more beautiful than the God's eye. He said, no, that's not true. You never saw God. He said, I went there. He said, no, I'll show you. So the place is called Gopuram. In South India, many temple has like a very, when you go inside, it's like a smaller door and it's like a cave, like a heart, hidden place. And then you go underneath, and the pujari comes with the lamp. They light a lamp and they show. They call Gopuram. It means the heart actually, while the Lord resides. So Ramanujacharya brought him closer and closer, and he light the lamp. He said, look at the eye. Oh, by the power of his bhakti, the Lord displayed his Yogamaya, just uncovered his beautiful eyes. When Dhanurdhar saw the eye, he started shaking and crying. Oh my God, how beautiful, how beautiful, how beautiful. He's telling the girls, that girl that he was looking at, he said, look at the real beauty. This is the beautiful eye. Nobody in the whole creation is as beautiful as the Lord. And he became the biggest follower of Ramanujacharya. And that from that moment, big angle. He propagated everywhere. The people should come and look at the Lord's face. Otherwise, they will stay hungry, looking the beauty here, there. They will never be satisfied completely. So ultimately, he was so pleased and he surrendered to Ramanujacharya. So similarly, by the mercy of Guru, Vaishnava, we can have a darshan of the Lord's real beauty. Tomorrow, I'm going to discuss about Lord's beauty little bit. I'll try to give some key point, 5 key point tomorrow, and then we'll focus on that key points. So who can remember the 5 key point for today? What was it? First was?
When you love Krishna, he will enable you to be free from all limitations.
Very good. Number 2? Number 2 was Krishna is eternally
lovable,
eminently lovable. Number 3?
He is impartial.
Yes, Krishna loves all of us impartially. Number 4?
His love is unconditional.
Krishna's love for all of us is unconditional. Number 5? Krishna engages the inconceivable potency or omnipotency, you can say, to help us when we choose to love him. These are the key points. Every day you have to think when you look at the deity or Krishna. Then automatically you will be attracted by his quality. That is important. We cannot see the Lord by our eye. We should see the Lord by the ear, what we hear from Guru Vaishnava. And you know that story of Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur when he initiated to one lawyer disciple. They call advocate in India, advocate. And he say, next day he said, where is my advocate disciple? And they say, oh, he went to see Jagannath. And Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur says, oh, he went for eye exercise. What? Eye exercise? He said, this is what he called the eye exercise. You're supposed to see God by the medium of ear, not eye. That's why Srila Prabhupada is so genius. Prabhupada is the best relevant acharya for this age. He added those prayers. We should read the translation of those prayers. Venum kanantam aravinda dalayataksham. Venum kanantam. That he stands playing flute. Try to understand this. Don't fall for Sarasiki Lila. Try to fall for Mantra Upasanamayi Lila. 2 types of Lila. Mantra Upasanamayi means that the Gayatri mantra that Guru gives. That eternally Govinda is standing with the playing flute in Vrindavan. He has the one form. He's eternally standing. He never moves. He never feels bored of standing. You'll feel bored after a few minutes. What should I do? I'm standing for 1 hour. You'll get tired. But Krishna never gets tired. He's so much in love that he stands with Radharani forever, just standing in one posture. This is what Gayatri mantra we get. We connect with this. Then pastime will take place easily. Where is the proof? If somebody asks, they will ask you proof because I asked this 30 years back. Where is the proof of this understanding? He said Brahma Samhita. Alola chanda kala sadavanamalla bangsi ratnang galam pranaya keli kala bilasam semam tribhanga lalitam. What is the word?
Niyata prakasham.
Niyata. What is niyata? What is niyata means? Eternally.
Eternally.
Semam tribhanga lalita. Tribhanga. The 3-banded form is standing there eternally. It did not say Saraswati Lila that he's playing. No, he's standing. Shemam Tribhanga Lalitam Niyata Prakasam. Everything we say, it has to have a backup by the Shastra. Because Prabhupada said this. Everything Prabhupada said, I can literally find a sloka where this is coming. Everything Prabhupada says is 100% pure. So nice. So like this, through the medium of Harikatha and through the following Guru's Gayatri Mantra, we can have the darshan of the Lord. But of course, that's why Prabhupada gave us the opportunity to exercise. So we go to temple. We can be seen, not we came to see him. We go there that I'm following my Guru Maharaj's order. I'm here, my Lord. My Guru Maharaj told me, so the Lord is seeing us. It's very nice. This is wonderful. So we end here for tonight, and then we'll see you all tomorrow again. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.